Well, it's been quite the day, guys. Hopefully it's not so bright that I need to put my sunglasses on, but if I do, I do. Anyway, so I want to drop you guys a line. I'm coming back from the grocery store and just picking up a few things. Spent less than $100, got bags and bags full of stuffs. So I don't really know if the economy's super duper trying to kill us anymore. Guess we'll find out. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about, I don't know what it is. This video may actually go out today to everybody. Maybe I'll do like a members first thing. Everybody, all of the the tube preppers are talking about AI and how it's going to take your job. And there's no doubt that a lot of that's going to happen, and you should be like thinking about that. The good news is most people in the preparedness community aren't really like, hey, I'm a stockbroker. You know what I'm saying? They're welders and pipe fitters and construction people. You know what I'm saying? They're carpenters and they're seamstresses and they're bakers and candlestick makers. And so I don't, until they can fully merge AI with robotics, and those are the two biggest growth areas in the technology industry right now, they want to fuse those guys together. The Chinese have already come out with some crazy ass robots that are very humanistic, that act very human as far as their physical, like how a human being would work or how a human being would act physically, not like mentally or anything like that. And so that's very interesting and very scary if you're paying attention to it. But I haven't heard anybody come up with a plan to try to adjust to this. It's all fear and it's all doom porn. It's all ridiculous. It's got to the point where there's some of these tube preppers or prepper tubers, or I'm going to call them tube preppers, are literally stopping making videos because there's nothing left. Their tanks are empty. And I hope I've inspired a few of you to get back on the horse, to get back to preparedness, and not only preparing for yourself and your family, but to reinvigorate, to get the juice back because you ran out of juice. And a lot of it has to do with, I don't know what to do, man. It's what they call bombardment theory that you're not actually adjusting to. It's the economy. It's Trump. It's the world. It's the UK. Oh my God, everything's falling apart. Bombardment theory I learned about years ago working in a security police desk. And behind it was this giant row of, I guess back then they would still be considered servers, but they had like phone racks. They had ran all of the phone lines through the Air Force Security Police's office on that base, which doesn't even exist anymore. So it's not classified or any kind of crap like that. But anyway, and it was just constantly, the fans in this place were constantly running. And I remember when I started working there, I was just like, I was talking to I was working with the desk sergeant that day, and I was like, man, it's so loud, it's just constantly, it's all I can hear. And I was very, very young. And he's like, after a while, you just get used to it. And that's what bombardment theory is. Bombardment theory is when we become so used to something happening that we don't actually sense it anymore. It doesn't have an effect on our, on our sixth senses. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I think it's 5. The sixth sense, isn't that like when I see dead people? Somebody put that in the chat. I forget how many senses there are. Anyway, so that's how I learned about bombardment theory, and it drove me to discover why somebody would say something like that. And I was still very, very young. But that's what bombardment theory is, and that's what should be happening to you. The desk sergeant was very aware that those fans are running. He was very aware that it was this noise that permeated through the entire room. But he didn't let it bother him because his brain said, yep, those fans are running, and yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, and it's not really affecting me in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I'm not even gonna pay attention to it. And these are the same things that we should be doing as preppers and not getting locked into this crazy stuff. Now, I'll probably talk about AI during a live stream, maybe later today, but it's not gonna be all doom porn, guys. It's gonna be like, here's how we fix this. Here's how we prepare ourselves as evolving human beings to adjust to this thing that is going to happen to us. All right, guys, that's about it. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.